Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day, and it's a day to make a card. Okay, I'm totally kidding. It's raining and crappy here, but it's always a great day to be stamping, so I'm really excited to be stamping with you guys. I have an awesome card, I think. Of course, I say that every day, but I really do think they're pretty good. I mean, I rarely do sucky cards. At least I never share those ones on Facebook or on social media. Well, this is YouTube. Whatever. You know what I mean. My blog. um, I'm laughing because I'm thinking about this one card that my friend and I wanted to make. We had seen it on Pinterest and thought it was just so gorgeous. And then we went to make it, and ours looked so bad. I'm still laughing about it because it just was the ugliest card ever. Have you ever done that where it looks so amazing and then you go to make it and you're like, what? Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this awesome card, which you can make, and it will turn out great because I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Okay, so I'm using my favorite Christmas set, which is the Christmas Pines stamp set. I love this set. In fact, I love it so much I have an online class for it, and it's been one of my most popular Christmas card classes that I've done. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, if you love people, these are the cards you need to be giving them for Christmas. Okay, I know I'm being silly, but I really like this set. Anyway, I think what's so awesome about this is there's so many different things you can do, and I just love the script font that comes with it. I love kind of the mix and match of the fonts, you know, like this font versus that font. So cool. And then, of course, the amazing accessories that go with it. So the first thing that I used was the Pine Bow embossing folder, which is on the holiday extravaganza this week, November 21st through 28th, 2016. So if you're watching this now, pick that up. It's on the sale, so it's discounted. And isn't this pretty? I think this would make great masculine cards, as you know, outside of the Christmas holidays as well, just depending on how you use it. So there you go. All right, so I'm just going to adhere this to my card, and I love the white, the crisp white background. And then this card is for a color challenge, but the copper pieces that I die cut out of my copper foil sheets from the coordinating framelits that go with this stamp set are so beautiful against the crisp white background. And then we're going to add some little accessories to jazz things up. But I really like this pretty color combination. Okay, I'm going to stamp my Noel, which normally you can see I stamp in a shade of red of some kind, but this time I'm going to do a little pool party. Oh my gosh, that's the second time I've made that gasp in like a week. So you know how I said I normally use it in red? No kidding. It would be best for you to clean your stamp before you ink it up in a light color. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a good idea. Okay. Now, last week I did an amazing job of showing you how to fix that, which I believe was turning the cardstock over. This week we're going to just have to rip this right off our card. Sometimes there's nothing else you can do. And we ripped the card entirely. I give up. All right, here we go. I mean, seriously, what the heck, universe? It's not even Monday. All right, so here is the bad card. Bad card. Here is the new version, which we are going to put together. Seriously. Okay, so as usual, I thought about just reshooting this whole video, but then I kind of thought you might be interested to see what I did to fix this. Okay, so first of all, we are cleaning our stamp. It is still stained red, but in this case, there's not actually red ink on there. Secondly, I'm going to find, well, here I can just use I'm just going to try this again. Secondly, I have put red ink into my Pool Party ink pad. So I want to fix that by finding my Pool Party, here we go, re-inker, and re-inking this, which will help kind of dilute or cover up that red ink in our ink pad. So I've shown re-inking ink pads before. And depending, this pad was already fairly juicy, so I'm not going to put a ton of ink in here because I had just re-inked it not too long ago. But anyway, you just, what I like to do is just kind of roll my color all over like so. Okay. Then I'm going to ink this up in actual Pool Party ink, but we're going to verify. Look at that. How nice it looks. This almost looks gray. Apparently that's what red and Pool Party get you, is sort of a gray look. All right. Let's try this yet again. Goodness gracious. Let's hope there is no more major gasping in today's video. Seriously. Oh, best laid plans, right? It was all set up and perfect. Of course, this is what happens. I'm just grabbing another sheet of cardstock, so because I sort of ripped this right off my card. I could have saved it up here. I mean, I did rip it a little bit, but then this pretty much ended all hope of that. So this will be filed in the circular bin. Okay, so then I'm going to keep going. Do you see? I'm still even going to be able to make. Oh, and then I totally smudged this. Oh my gosh. Why? Okay, here we go. So I totally smudged this. I could cover this up with spritzing, but I don't like that idea for this card. So here we go. This is plan C. You never know what you might need to be prepared for in stamping. All right, one more Noel right there. That's okay. All right, now we will put this on the card so that it opens correctly though. All right, so there's our Noel, and instead of embossed, the image today is going to be debossed thanks to my inability to stamp properly. Oh goodness, do you guys have, it's not even Monday. Come on. All right, I'm done. So I cut out these two cute, I don't know what these things are. I want to say mistletoe, but I don't think that's really what they are. But they're cute little branch things that come in the framelits that coordinate with this set. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, I'm done mumbling inappropriate things under my breath. Okay, so I'm just going to tack these down like so. They're so cute. There we go. So I have these cute little things coming out of my pine branches that are debossed instead of embossed. Oh, should we look at our sample again? Let's just cover this ink up before I have another incident. And we'll close the ink pad. But did you see how nice that stamped? The red's gone. Oh, I hope you guys are all at home dying because goodness gracious. Okay, last but not least. Now I have to tell you, this is kind of funny. So I have this much copper thread left on my roll, and it would like make me practically orgasmic to finish off this roll. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, there's just something very satisfying when you get to the end of a roll of thread like this and you use the rest, but there's kind of a lot left. We're going to have a lot of copper on this because it's cool. Okay, and then you can take this and file it with your first round attempt at your card. Okay, so I just wrapped this. I did some around 2 of my fingers and some around 3, and that is just so that they're not all exactly the same length. And then I put, you know, that little fast fuse down here. So we're going to tack this down in here, and then we're going to pull it off because Dina remembered it looked better when she put it underneath the pine branchy things or whatever these things are, because that's how I did it in my sample card too. I stuck it down after, and then I was like, oh, I think it would look better underneath, and it does. So that's the beauty of this, is you do have a little bit of wiggle room with the adhesive. It pulls off, which is nice. Okay, now that all looks like such a mess, so we have to cover it up with a pretty bow. And then see this? It's going in the garbage. Yay! Okay. I hope you heard that thud as it hit my garbage. I just emptied the garbage, so it was kind of nice. All right. Goodness gracious. This is just turning into quite a day, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to tie myself a little ribbon bow here. And there we go. Oh, looks good. Finally, something is going right. I hope you like this, though. I think this video could be entitled like backwards stamping or how to, gosh, and I put the adhesive up too far. Seriously, or what else could go wrong? Oh my gosh. So here's another example of how to take care of situations like this. Okay, so I'm using my adhesive remover and I'm just kind of using circular motions to pick up the fast fuse that I put down, and you're going to get a big glob like this. So when you get that glob, pick it up with the adhesive remover, or sometimes you can just pick it up with your finger, and then I kind of throw it in my little trash bin here. And this, I think what's good about this video is I am showing you all kinds of things of how to fix issues that seem to be arising. I'm sure each of you has experienced this kind of thing before, and you don't always have to scrap your card. Obviously, sometimes you do, but not always. And so this is a good example of how to deal with some of these issues, because in life, we face adversity every day. Some more than others, but okay. Now, look, I can cover all that up. So I got up my adhesive. This adhesive remover is like a little lifesaver. That's what they should call it. Okay, I'm going to put adhesive down a little further this time so I can securely attach my beautiful white organza ribbon bow to my opposite day card. Okay, I've got my adhesive on the rest of my card. I have attached it. I have fixed all the little issues that have come up with this beautiful card, and yet it still looks nice. It is a nice mirror card of the one I created originally, but you can see these are both really pretty cards, I think. I mean, maybe. Oh, but I forgot one thing. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Now, are you totally dying? I put a pine cone in there because they're so cute. I knew there was something missing. All right. So maybe this should be entitled How to Remember All the Things You Need to Put on Your Card and How to Go Back and Put the Ones You Forgot. Something like that. Okay, that's kind of a mouthful though, isn't it? Now, I'm going to, of course, I licked the end of my baker's twine because, licking things makes it better. All right, now I'm going to pull this ribbon off one more time. That's the other nice thing, is this smooth, silky organza is really easy to kind of redo. And then you might find this a little amusing, but I'm going to, okay, so I, as many of you know, I'm a biology person, and I have these from my biology days. They've never touched specimens, so before you get all grossed out, they're not that kind. But what I can do is, and I did this, by the way, in my original card, is I'm going to stick the little thingies in here. This is like a, and then what happens is, do you see it clamps together? It locks in. So I've got it pinched, and then I can just pull it through like that and then clip it, pardon me. So that's how I'm sliding my pine cone. Now, I realize you might not have one of those in your possession. Like, you might not be a biology teacher with a little specimen clampy thing that I don't even remember what they're called anymore. But if you don't happen to have one of those in your possession, another thing that works great is a needle threader. You can just slide that through and then pull the thread through, or you can tie the bow around, or you can actually tie this around the whole bow. But I kind of liked the idea of it being hidden. In fact, I believe in my blog post I talk about hiding it under the ribbon. But anyway, so I tied that in a knot. It's all nicely hidden under my ribbon, so you can't even tell that I've had like nothing but problems with this card. Then we put it on, and oh my gosh, that really makes the card, doesn't it? It just is a nice little extra touch. Oh dear. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's inspired you to stamp and not give up the whole thing. But I think it's fun to know how to handle your mistakes when they arise. I hope that I don't have quite as many coming up in the future, but goodness gracious. I hope that makes you feel better that even professional stampers that I do kind of consider myself to be can have mistakes, but you can certainly resurrect your projects. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had at least a good giggle about my misfortune, and have an awesome awesome day. Thank you again for joining me. Oh, all the details are on my blog. Check it out, and including links to buy and my online class. So, bye.